Alright, we are live.
Stream.
Uh-oh. I can't control the stream. I'm bad at this. Alright.
Fuck. Language.
Sorry.
It's alright.
You dare speaketh with foul tongue in our presence?
Thing with big bad boy words.
The group had just traveled through a teleport circle that they had found in the basement of the Castle Narratere. A flash of arcane energy and light, and the air around you all became cold, stark. Light peered through the tall spruce trees, and as far as the eye could see, were just a forest of evergreen. Within bowshot, you all found, in front of you, a hunting lodge. Being people of action, you all decided to sit around and squabble for a bit, loud enough for a guard patrol to hear you. Before they arrived, with quick thinking and a new learned spell, Sheom created a tiny hut in which most of you hid, as 2 trolls and 3 guard drakes surrounded you. After a standoff and acrobatics from Dirk, the leader of the patrol, Trespin, a 4-armed giant troll, stood before you and asked you all to give the sign and the word. Limper, thinking back to the caravan days, which seemed so long ago at this point, extended his hand with all 5 fingers outreached, almost like a claw, and gave the word, "All hail Tiamat." Still slightly distrustful, but appeased, Trespin took you all to the hunting lodge and allowed you inside, where you met a butler. The butler escorted you around and brought you before the owner and the leader of this particular division of the Cult of the Dragon, Talus the White, a female elf sporting great scale armor with white dragon motifs. She seemed pleasant enough as she allowed you all to stay the night, and you were all showed to your rooms. And then Limper was asked to see Talus the White again, just a moment before everyone was going to nod off to bed or perhaps take a bath like Dirk.
Or
And that's when some of you discovered that the doors were locked. And as you busted and broke your way out of the rooms, Limper struck a deal with Talus. Infiltrate the castle flying above the town of Parnast and stop the treasure hoard from reaching its destination. Or be slaughtered where you stood. Limper chose life for the group. And as you all made your way out of your rooms and finally entered you all came to terms with this agreement and decided it was your best, uh, best course of action. So, you all went back to bed, maybe with one eye open. However, now it's the morning time, and you're all waking up in your separate rooms. That's where we start today's game.
I love long rest.
Everyone has a long rest. And everyone should be level 7.
Hey.
I'm level 20. Would that complicate things?
Alberto falls down the well here,
The well of knowledge?
and is never found again.
Is the well of knowledge or the well of just
And rocks fall on top of him.
one-headed injury?
I'm only class character leveled up 20 and all of them.
Alright, we gotta go and attack the shield generators of the castle first so the fleet can attack.
Alright, I'll take mid.
Top laner.
Chen, can you switch off Mercy? We need another DPS.
Don't even get me started on Overwatch right now.
I'm a Nasus main.
I'm gonna play Tassador.
You all begin to wake up, and you find each other all eventually in the main common room.
Hello, friends.
Morning.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up?
What's for breakfast?
Yeah.
Good morning, all.
You do smell the smells of breakfast being cooked in the kitchen.
Can I insight to figure out what it is?
I would do perception
Okay.
for a sniffer roll.
Can I
22
walk in?
for perception.
It smells a lot like some fried type of meat, perhaps a salted pork.
Is it gluten-free?
Guys, I smell they're cooking pork. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Alright, I go to the kitchen and I'm like, yo, where's the food?
You see the 4 chefs inside, all of them chopping vegetables, knives in their hand, and they're all giving you a death stare.
What's up, guys?
Dinner will be breakfast will be served in the parlor when it is ready.
Yeah, but like, how long will that take?
When it is ready, it will be ready.
Alright. Better be some Gordon Ramsay type shit if you're that uppity. And I go back to the parlor.
To the parlor, or
Yeah. Wherever they said that the food was going to be served.
so there was one parlor that you did find earlier, that you and you, Bjorn, and Chen entered. It was room 11 here.
I can't see. Dow's crashed the game.
Sorry, my tabletop simulator's not working. I closed out and I'm opening it back up.
Talus referred to it as the White Stag Parlor.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna read a book and I'm gonna take out my pipe and I'm gonna smoke it.
Okay.
Sir,
And I'm
there
gonna
you get a pipe?
I'm gonna put on my glasses and I'm gonna get cozy. My feet are up on the ottoman. I'm just reading my book.
What is everyone else doing?
To the parlor.
I was gonna mingle around with my friends.
Couch. I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Is there any sign of the butler?
You think you could probably find him somewhere if you search, or
I say we go on a hunt. A hunt for the lowly butler.
I want to look for the butler, but I want to do it in like a not creepy way.
I want to do it in a creepy way.
And then once I find the butler, then I want to go, like, I want to talk to him, and then go back to my friends in the parlor for breakfast.
All right, where do you want to go?
I'd like to go upstairs.
All right, we're gonna head upstairs.
I would like to go downstairs.
You're on the bottom floor.
Fuck! Can I like cleave through the floor and make it downstairs?
So everyone else is downstairs, and what the heck? Did I lose those? They went invisible on me. Are they in here? They're probably in there. All right. Where do you want to go, Limper?
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any sign of the butler? Because I don't want to go knocking on the lady's study because I'm scared.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20. You think you probably hear them in their quarters. But you haven't explored the house enough to know where that is. But you think it's back on the first floor.
Okay, I want to go back down to the first floor then.
All right.
And once we switch back to that. Okay, I want to go, so the door on the other side of our tabaxi friend next
This
to
one?
the kitchen. Yeah, that one. I want to knock on that door. Or like go through it, I guess.
There's no answer.
I see if I try the door and I see it's unlocked.
Yep.
I want to walk down and I want to knock on the door at the end of the hall.
You make a perception check. As you knock on the door,
22.
you hear the ribble rabble of creatures. You think you recognize what they sound like. And the door opens, and you see that inside is a room full of kobolds.
Oh boy.
At least 20 of them.
Oh.
And they all look at you and kind of cock their heads to the side.
I want to say sorry, and I want to slowly back away and close the door.
All right.
I want to back up a couple steps and try.
As you back away, you like the foul odor permeates from the room.
Oh, I'm smelling the foul odor before I open the door. I don't want to open the door.
No, that was from the previous room. As you open the door, this foul smell of kobolds kind of follows you. Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one. I want to knock on that door.
You knock on it. All right. There's no answer.
I want to try the door.
All right. You poke your head in. And this room is stacked with blankets, sheets, and various animal furs, tablecloths, flags, banners, and rolled up rugs.
Okay, I want to cross the room and knock on the door that's across there.
There's not an answer.
I want to carefully try the door.
As you open the door, you find yourself in a large parlor room. This room has stout beams overhead, and they're stained black with smoke from the fireplace. There's a comfortable table and chairs surrounding it, a small wardrobe, and a black suit of dull armor stands in this room. There's
Okay, do
there's also a large tapestry that shows 3 hounds dragging down a white boar, and it shimmers with a strange light.
Okay, so I want to walk up to my left and knock on that door.
All right. Once again, no answer.
Okay, I want to slowly crack open the door and say hello as I'm opening it.
As you say hello, it kind of echoes the way a bathroom does. And you find yourself in this small chamber with a large bathtub in it.
Okay, so in that case, I want to go back to room number 7, and I want to politely ask, excuse me, has anyone seen the butler?
You seen lunch? I'm waiting for lunch.
You are obsessed with this butler.
The butler will bring us breakfast. Take a seat. Hop a squat. Load off.
Yes, but butler has things I need,
What could he possibly have that you?
the stuff I need to transfer spells into my spellbook.
Okay.
Well, just wait here with us. We'll hold hands and we'll.
I'll read you this book I'm reading, son.
Yeah, would it help if I read it to you?
I assume you're all talking through the speaking stones.
Oh, I thought he was in the room with us, but then yes.
Let me just ask the quick people, and then after that I'll come to the room. I say into the speaking stones.
We'll be here, waiting for breakfast. Also, don't be mean to them. They're making our food.
They direct you to this door.
Okay, I want to knock on that door.
All right. You hear the 3 hushed whispers of humanoid voices. Just a minute. And as you, as the door opens, you see before you the butler and 2 other humans. Sir Limper.
Good morning. How's it going?
It is going fine. We have just preparing to serve breakfast.
I'm sorry to bother you first thing in the morning. I know briefly last night.
It's not a bother. Don't worry.
It is. I still feel bad. When I was talking to your mistress last night, she mentioned the possibility of getting some, basically some transfer items for spells, some like ink and parchment and pen. I was hoping that when you had a moment, you'd help me out with that.
Yes, of course. She said you would have payment.
I can provide some, yes.
Very well. Angrath, and he turns to the other 2 humans, one of which is a female, and the other a tall, burly man who looks uncomfortable in his butler outfit. And he says, Angrath, could you please head to the basement and get the supplies for Sir Limper?
Ooh, real quick question before you go down. Would you also accept payment in treasure as well, in addition to gold coinage?
I don't see why not.
Well, perfect. Thank you very much.
Very well. We shall bring it to the White Stag Parlor for you and your friends.
Thank you very much.
All right. And they
Yeah, I
bid
wanna
you
go-
adieu, and you see one of them walk down into the basement and disappear.
Okay.
And then the others head to the kitchen and begin to grab plates of food and everything.
Inventory. Other possessions. Intelligence.
So I'm assuming you're all making it over to the parlor now?
Yes.
All right. And the Gaston and the head maid bring in trays of bacon. There's biscuits, a gravy made with a thick roux.
Thick. With two
Thick.
C's?
Yeah, with two C's.
Yo, that's some thick stuff. I start eating.
All right.
I want to hold off shortly.
I'm gonna start eating.
All right. As you all begin to eat, Limper, the Angrath, the burly butler, returns to the parlor with just holding a large crate, much bigger than yourself, full of papers and inks. Oh,
Nice.
how much of this did you need?
I would like. One moment, I gotta math this shit up. I was in the process of doing that.
In the meantime, you hear footsteps as Talus the White walks through the door. Ah, hello, my most recent allies. How are we all
Good
doing
morning,
this
man.
morning?
Good, yourself?
I'm doing well, much better now that we're all on the same page.
You don't even know what book I'm reading. What do you mean, same page? I look up from my book.
Very funny, good sir. Very funny.
Oh, I was being serious. What are you talking about?
No, he's just joking. It's early yet.
Well, since you seem so studious, perhaps you would like a briefing on what you're going to be running into?
Yeah, go ahead. I go back to my book.
No.
I whisper to whoever's sitting next to me. I'm surprised he actually knows how to read. He hasn't done that in a while.
Yes, well. So, this castle in the sky. Do you feel as though you are prepared for what's to come?
I don't feel like we're ever really prepared for anything, but most of us have lived this far.
Well, for the most part, yes. But I'd like to ask a couple clarifying questions.
I think most of us will survive.
That's all that matters, isn't it? What questions do you have?
I'm not familiar with the area. How long will it take us to get to Parnast?
Oh, half a day. If that.
And when is the next shipment that you want us to stop scheduled to go out?
It's being loaded onto the castle as we speak. You do know when I say that it is a flying castle, that it is literally a flying castle.
Oh, what now?
Yes.
We had that conversation last night.
So, like, we have this whole system. Treasure comes to Castle Neratar. It goes through the teleportation circle to here. We bring it to Parnast. The castle lands. We load up the castle. And then the castle takes the treasure hoard to Tiamat's offering place.
So I know you mentioned us having a banner yesterday.
Yes.
Is there anything else in particular that we need to know in order to get on the flying castle?
Yeah, there's a couple phrases you might want to know, so that you're not riddled with arrows as soon as you arrive. You got to fly the banner above you. Preferably someone tall should carry it.
Hey, I'm tall.
Yes, you are. And the phrases you should know are Tiamat, our mother and strength, as you salute. Or,
Before or after they will rise again?
no, this is, oh gosh, how did you get this far? This is different. This is as you are approaching the castle.
Since the land is technically south of the air, should we say that the south will rise again? You know,
Who is
just-
this cat?
That's
Sorry,
Tabaxi.
How long has he been here?
I'm the
Where did he
strong and
come from?
silent type from your worst nightmares.
No. There were 6 of you when you arrived. Why is there number 7? Why is he a cat?
Oh, I was invisible, and also because fuck you.
Okay, back on. You keep changing the subject.
As you say fuck you,
Wait a second.
No. He did,
Sire, where did you come from? You finally made it out of the woods.
as you,
Baby.
I've been in this house for hours, just being invisible, enjoying my time, eating your breakfast, and causing basic tomfoolery, including stabbing your boy in the booty.
no,
That's fine.
he
I-
wasn't. He wasn't invisible. He wasn't walking around. This is our
Jansire,
joke
make
friend.
a constitutional saving throw.
This
Yeet.
is
Ah, we're going to war.
Already? Jesus. Bad.
Alright, let's go on.
16.
16?
Yes.
16 is not enough.
Not enough to what?
You, all of a sudden, your vision goes dark.
Mother.
And everything
God,
becomes black as you all watch as Jansire's eyes become a pale glossy white and you're blind.
The Tabaxi will rise again. You will not do this to me. I will not go quietly into that good night.
Just shut
And
up.
I just want to start like flailing all over the place trying to find whoever did this to me.
Oh, did you drop some catnip on him? He does this sometimes. Why are you butlers this morning supposed to be so clumsy?
He's one part of your group here.
he's the one that was stuck outside that we mentioned.
Make a deception check.
Well,
Make a deception check.
where's my deception bonus? 18.
Lies. Deceptions.
Ooh, she only rolled a 13. Very well. And she waves her hand, and Jansire, your vision comes back.
Oh god, the inky blackness.
Now, where were we? Yes.
Um,
You fly the banner as you approach the castle, and you say, Tiamat, our mother and strength. Or you can say, Hail Blagathkus.
Hail Flagacus?
Hail Blagathkus.
can you please type that? Ah.
Hail. Blagathkus. Okay.
Yes, he's the owner of said castle. I wouldn't tussle with him. You will end up a pile of just bones and what used to be flesh.
Well, we are basically just giant piles of bones anyways, so I'm not too concerned.
And then Gaston turns to you, Limper, and says, how much of this paper did you need? Sir, was it
700 gold pieces worth.
700 gold pieces worth. Oh, wow. That's probably the entire crate. Do you have your payment?
I do, and I wanna. So where should I just give it to you, or where should I put it?
Uh, uh, you can hand it to Angrath here. He will take care of it.
Okay, I want to hand the treasure and gold pieces over to Angrath.
Okay. And they hand you the crate of paper and ink, and as they place it into your arms and let go, you immediately fall underneath the weight of the crate.
Reasonable. Reasonable.
Yes, so Blagathkus is the he is the Cloud Giant King. And you don't want to mess with him.
Or do we?
I feel like we should mess with him.
I
Well,
definitely
if you mess with him, at least make sure the castle is on the ground.
Fair enough.
Yes.
I mean, we Tabaxi always land on our feet, so.
It wouldn't be great if he were to perish while you were flying miles above the ground.
Why? So that you couldn't identify the body?
Well, said castle would plummet to the ground.
And we need that castle in one piece for riches untold.
We actually don't need it at all. They said we could have it.
Can this be our pirate
Okay.
ship that we
Yeah.
tried forever ago to
Yeah,
get?
I'm definitely thinking we keep the castle.
Can we find Abraham's pickled head
Okay.
somewhere and
Okay.
give him his dream?
And so.
And you just see Talus's confused face going, pirates? Pickled heads?
It's a long story.
Really quick question. Really, just really quick. Could you go
Yes, they are
to
natural.
Could you go to Parnast Roadhouse and
No. Ignore our friend.
I couldn't hear
Um,
him
so if-
anyways.
If the treasure is being loaded now, when would you expect it to leave?
wait. All right. So as I was saying, could you go to the Cardiff Roadhouse and go pick up a barrel of a fishy body, and can you bring it to a temple resurrection? You ever
Why
heard about that?
would I do such a thing?
Because we're
I
friends
wanna-
now?
I
wanna-
don't
I wanna
even
turn to
know
him.
where the Karnath Roadhouse is.
I want to turn to him and I want to go that we can use the treasure. We can use the treasure. We can use the treasure that we get from this to go do that.
Like literally, it's the Carnath Roadhouse, and then there's an underground tunnel that leads to the castle, and then you teleport here. How do you not know? What the fuck, dude? What is your problem, bro? You don't get out much, do you?
Wait,
That's left for the peons.
Oh yeah, go gather up some peons and go get them. Chop chop.
I'll
That's
Pee on
what
whatever
I
I
have
deem
done
beneath my
with all
territory.
of you.
You done what now?
We are his peons. He
Oh,
peed on
shit.
us.
Listen,
No.
and if you all do as I ask, you will be handsomely rewarded. Keep the castle. That doesn't matter to me. But
now.
you all need to make a fool of Verum the White.
Oh, we can do that.
Oh, that's our specialty.
That is our expertise.
Yes, I would hope so.
So,
I
like,
need-
what level of humiliation are we talking? Like pantsing him in front of his men, or like,
That was my first thought too.
If his
Uh,
mission fails, that will be humiliation enough in the eyes of Severin. And then
Okay.
I will become the White Worm Speaker.
Wow, well, how could you resist such a title as the White Wormsby?
Oh, thank God you be the next white, whatever. Save all of us or something.
The worm
White
speakers are the highest order in the cult of the
Yeah,
dragon.
Aren't worms like dirt crawlers though? Shouldn't they be?
Don't worry. We'll do this for you. That's not a problem.
Very well.
All right, quick to our soon-to-be new pirate ship, everyone.
We must make this guy king of the worms. Yeah, go Talon, king of dirt and worms.
Trust
Let us
me.
quest.
Do you speak in anything other than sarcasm and hindrance, Mr. Paladin?
They do not, regrettably.
All right, with that last piece of barbed tongue flown out, let us venture forth.
Do you have any other recommendations that we might use, ma'am?
Some better armor for your friend over there, and she points to the acid-reduced armor of Alberto.
Wait. You got some armor, dog?
Do you know where?
Oh,
we might be able to
now
find that?
you want to be helpful.
Lol.
Oh, I'm down. For sure. You know, scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Where's this armor at? My worm queen.
Well, it
Oh,
can
wow.
be yours
That tone changed fast.
for the price of 1,000 gold pieces.
How about 500?
1,000 gold pieces.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger.
550.
Well, wait. Let's figure this out. Do we have? Depending on the type of the armor, I could. Oh,
Can you show me this armor? Let's go check it out.
I think your armor is messed up. I think you should take the deal, and I think you
I'll
should try and
check
get.
out the armor, see what's good, you know?
Well, see if you can get Bjorn a new battle axe too.
Fresh out of battle axes.
Ah,
Do you have any light armor?
Just the one I'm wearing.
I wink at her.
And actually, it's medium armor that she's wearing.
Hey.
I take my wink back.
well, we are definitely open to negotiations on helping to outfit our group.
Yo, can you take me the armor now? I want to check it out.
Man, I don't have anywhere near close to 1,000 gold pieces. I don't know how you do. That's crazy.
Because they bet on Dirk, and they made a crap ton of money betting on Dirk.
Always bet on Dirk.
I miss him. I hope he's okay. Wherever he is in his bathtub in
Well,
the sky.
Talon, you gonna take it?
He was killed by the order of the Fireflower.
And she waves to one of the butlers, and he leaves the room. And about a minute later, he comes back with a chest, and she proceeds to open the chest in front of you, and inside is chainmail, but there's a shimmer to it. This is magical chainmail.
Yo, I'm about it.
And it would count as a chainmail +1.
Would that raise or lower my armor class?
What's your armor class right now?
19.
19 minus 2 for the shield would be 17. So it would be the same because it's 16 plus 1.
Oh. Well, does it have any magical properties or effects or anything?
Well, but his
You would have to attune to it. But perhaps it would.
Okay, so I feel like if you gave me this armor, the chances of us succeeding in our quest will be amplified. So let's say 800 gold.
Would you prefer just regular splint armor?
Oh damn.
Would that raise my armor class at all?
What do you currently have? It's plate, right?
I think it was like plate and splint. I think.
Flint plate.
No, you're wearing splint right now.
Ah.
Wait, what is splints? The armor class 17, yeah. Because you get a +1 for being a paladin, like one of your things, right? To AC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, the chainmail would be a AC 17, but it wouldn't have the -1 penalty to it, so you'd be back at a 20 armor class with your shield.
All right. Actually, would you take any of this stuff? And I wanna show her. Oh my god. No, it's
All your treasure. You
some
just
of my gold treasure. Not all of it.
He opens up his many
I
cargo
show
shorts
her-
pockets.
I show her 10 gems I found.
10 gems.
How many of these bad boys do you need?
1,000 gold pieces worth.
Okay, fine. Take the damn money, and I throw 1,000 pieces at her.
No, he hands them to her.
She looks at her.
Well, not like throw. You know, like it's like in a coin purse, and I toss it up.
She catches it. Very
I
well.
want her to make a dexterity savings throw. Okay, I'll
Natural
put
20.
Ah, she catches it pretty well.
He does an okay job catching.
And she gestures the butler, and he walks the chainmail towards you. So it's chainmail +1.
Chainmail. I can only find chainmail.
You might be able to modify it yourself.
I want to
Or
ask
load
her,
more.
ma'am, if there's anything that you would have that would help augment my magical abilities.
Yeah, if you hold up, I just added it to your thing for you.
Oh,
If you refresh
okay.
your page.
that.
Let's see, and then.
Oh, that didn't raise my armor class at all.
It didn't?
No.
Let me try to figure this out. The math should have worked out. Yeah, it's armor class 17.
Maybe I'm not equipping it right. No, I think I equipped it right.
Because it says AC 17, which is correct, because you do get a +2 plus your +1 for whatever your feature is. Yeah, because you picked defense as a fighting style, so you have a +1 AC. So it should be 17 plus your shield, which is a +2.
Oh, I get a disadvantage on it.
For stealth, you always have disadvantage
Oh.
with heavy armor. Here, I'm just gonna add it on another +1 to. Maybe not. Well, maybe we'll do chainmail +2 to fucking do it, because I don't understand why it's not working.
Yee.
There. Yeah, for some reason it's still saying that you're...
Okay. I know what I did wrong. I overrided my AC to put my corroding on. That's why.
Oh.
Oh, so now I have 21 armor classes. Is that chill?
Nope. We're gonna...
Ah.
Can you just change it back to a chainmail +1?
So
Yeah,
not chill.
I'll figure it out. Everyone
Yeah.
else can do whatever.
Yeah, let me know when you figured it out so I'll reload your page on my end. Alright. The rest of you.
Sup?
Any decisions being made?
I want to understand if she's anything else that might be good for magical users.
Nothing I'm willing to give to you for free.
Fair enough.
Now, you probably have another day or two before the castle leaves. Takes a half day to get to Parnast. So, you can either leave now or in the morning.
I
I'd
would
say
like,
we leave now.
I'd like to leave in the morning so I have time to transfer my spells.
God damn it.
Well, I mean, I need to transfer my spells, otherwise I can't use them.
Fine. Tonight, we party and sleep and let Kevin... I'm sorry, not Kevin. We let the dwarf, work in
Not
his
a
books
dwarf.
like you're a dwarf compared to this tabaxi.
He's smaller than a dwarf.
Yes. Let him stay in his books like a nerd on prom night. And then tomorrow, we shall quest. And it shall be epic.
Yes. I'll have the banner ready for you tomorrow.
Cool. Alright. Do you have any barrels of mead that I might partake to pass the time?
If you need anything, just ask Gaston.
Oh, Gaston!
Yes, sir.
Your finest mead, please, and let's bring out 3 barrels just for starters.
Very well, sir.
Thank you, Gaston.
Oh boy.
And,
The rest of you. I try to get a chant going, which I assume will be unsuccessful. Roll for drunk. Roll for drunk. Roll for drunk. Also, I think it's the morning. Roll for drunk.
All right, I'll take a beer or 5 or 20.
There we go.
a keg of ale is rolled in.
Now,
Which,
Gaston, I do believe I asked for 3.
they are on the way, sir.
Good man, good man. I give a guttural throat purr of affection.
I want to be studying on my spells.
I
during
can't
this time
take
period.
Alright, so you spend the whole day. How many spells are you doing?
Okay, so
It's 2 hours, right? Per spell, plus 1 hour for each level or something like that?
it was 50 gold and
Per
2 hours
level.
per level of spell.
Yeah.
So how many hours? I guess the important question is how many hours do I have?
It's still the morning time. So
Yeah. So, but if I don't sleep, will I take any negative effects?
you'll get a point of exhaustion.
So how many hours do I have until I sleep then?
We'll say it's like early in the morning, like 8 or 9 right now. So you just need 8 hours of sleep. So you have until midnight, basically, for a full rest. So,
Okay.
what's that? That's 16 hours?
Okay. So yeah. Okay, that works for me.
Okay, make a concentration check as you're in the same room as Alberto and Jansire, who are pounding back mead at the moment.
Ooh. Can I?
Oh, I'm
can I-
pounding.
Can I say I went back to my room?
Yeah, you can do that.
I'd like to throw what I'm guessing are disposable goblets at the limper.
They are
saying,
not disposable whatsoever.
I throw a not disposable goblet at the limper, saying, I don't know, just that he makes me sad for not partying with us. I didn't have a good one-liner there. Oh well. You make me sad for not partying with us. Throw.
The cup lands short.
God damn it.
But-
Curse my tabaxi, not Derek Jeter like arms.
Yes. So,
Can I get the butler to try to drink with us?
yeah.
I look around for a way to hail said butler. Is there like a little bell or something that I can
Make a perception check.
Perception. What's your action? 13 plus 4, 17.
The two butlers are standing by the front door.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hey, you two, you penguin-suited peeps. How about you pull up a goblet and enjoy this with us? After all, we might be dead tomorrow.
That's real. We really shouldn't, sir.
Now, surely you wouldn't reject my hospitality after all the hospitality you've shown us. Surely it would be only fair.
Are you saying that in a persuasive manner or an intimidating type of manner?
Persuasive. I'm not trying to kill anybody
Make a
yet.
persuasion check.
Alright. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, I got a nat 20 plus my persuasion of 7, so 27. They are coming with us. Oh yes, your campaign is off the rails now, motherfucker. Let's go.
Alright, you grab the two and they kind of look at each other, goblets in hand, and then they kind of just give each other a nod and begin to drink with you.
What do I do if a spell that I'm trying to learn isn't popping up in the list?
What spell is it?
Immolation. At the 5th level.
Let me see if I can add that for ya. Spells. Are you spelling it correctly?
I thought so. Yeah. I am isn't popping up anything for me.
Maybe I don't have that spell purchased.
You have to purchase spells?
So I've purchased most of the main source books and stuff like that. So yeah, it's because I don't have that spell purchased.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Elemental Evil Player's Companion. I'm not sure why that's there.
How do you see which book that's in?
Bottom right of it says Elemental Evil's Player Companion. So let me see. I didn't even know that source book was even a thing.
Me neither.
Yeah, because most of the spells come from the Player's Handbook or Xanathar's Guide to Everything, or other stuff like that. Yeah, that's one I don't have.
Okay then. Then I have to recalculating.
As this is going on, I like to go up to Gaston and just start yelling, chug, 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 chug.
Oh dear, oh my.
Oh.
And he kind of spits up a bit as he's not used to partaking in such qualms, I guess.
Elegant.
That's okay, buddy. You'll eventually learn to swallow like the best of us.
I'm sure you're great at swallowing, sir.
Oh, I'm the best.
Hairballs, that is!
Oh, drink.
Wait, is this Gaston talking?
Yes.
Oh, damn, I'm so impressed. I'm not even mad.
Drink.
Okay, is there like a funnel that I can find in the kitchen?
You could try to make your way to the kitchen if you wanted.
I would like to make my way to the kitchen.
You see 4 very angry humans busily cooking.
Hello. Might thou have a funnel with a plastic tube for
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
dexterity? No, be nice to the cat, man. Dexterity. +3. 19.
As 4 funnels are hurled towards you, you manage to dodge away from all 4, grabbing the biggest one off the ground.
Thank you. Now back to your skulking, and I prance out of the room.
All right. As the door shuts behind you, you swear you hear the twing of a knife buried in the back of the door.
How uncivilized.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I want to ask
Before you
the
retire.
butler if there's. I want to ask the butler if there's any kind of if they have any like phosphorus I could have
You're in your
or
room,
purchase.
right?
Oh yeah, I want to go. I want to go back down. And
You go back down. It's a fucking mess. There's broken goblets on the floor. Jansire has a funnel. He's shoving it down the throat of one of the butlers. The other butler is being manhandled by Alberto. And Chen, Dirk, Bjorn, and Shay just are kind of just wallflowers watching the chaos ensue.
I'm going to ask if there's any dogs that I can just pet for the day.
The
there are no
very
dogs,
drunk
there is a
Gaston says, we do have kennels.
Are the dogs nice? Can I pet them?
As suddenly a funnel is shoved down his throat, and
I'm gonna
he's
try
being.
and see if I can find that kennel.
But wait, tabaxi men need pets too. We just want to be loved.
You're drinking. You're shoving funnels down people's throats. I feel like you're busy.
I'm feeling very vulnerable right now, and I just
Okay, all right. I sit next to Jansire and I start stroking his.
yeah, do it behind the ears so that my ears flick.
I do like that nice little like scratchy like right behind the ears, a little bit of fingernail, but not too much.
Oh my god, yes. That spot hasn't been touched in years. Anyway, shall we shove this funnel farther down Gaston's throat?
Yeah, you do so, and he is becoming less and less human every time.
Now tell me, Gaston, don't you feel alive? Tell me, what do you want to do right now?
feel something.
What do you want to do, Gaston? Anything you want. What do you want to do right now?
I want to all over your feet.
Oh, that's okay. It wouldn't be the first time I got spit up on these feats. Quick. to the
It's
kitchen
okay.
here.
You can give yourself a bath.
That's true. That is true.
I think we killed him.
Nah, we just knocked him out for morning. I'm guessing it's like noon right now.
Yeah, it's not that late in the day at all.
All right. I give Gaston a good old pat on the back. Wipe my feet off on some ornate couch lying nearby, and grab another goblet for myself.
All right. Was there anything else anyone else wanted to do?
Is this the morning after all the drinking?
No, this is still that. Before you guys go to bed and awake the next morning, was there anything else anyone else wanted to do?
No, I think I'm good.
I don't have anything.
I'm chill.
You're chill. All right. Shay, did you want to go check out the kennel?
Yes.
It's probably outside.
Okay.
All right. So you go
Oh.
around. And at the side of the house, you think you found what should be the kennel. It's this stone outbuilding. It has a mossy roof and no windows. The solid oak doors at either end are 9 feet tall, and the whole thing kind of resembles a small barn.
I gently open the door.
It doesn't budge.
I know. Hello?
You hear the loud footfalls, and the door opens, and the smell of rotting flesh wafts out.
250.
Oh no.
Before you stands the four-armed troll.
Oh god. I'm like way too unsteady for this right now.
What do you want?
I was told this was a kennel. I was hoping that there would be dogs I could pet.
Dogs!
I do know that I was wrong.
I can show you my pack if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. That sounds delightful.
Oh, come on in.
Okay.
As you come in, immediately you're surrounded by 6 guard drakes, or of ambush drakes, that run up to you. And you hear the four-armed troll whistle, and they all stop right before you.
I do that thing with my hand when you're trying to introduce yourself to a strange dog. Where you let it sniff you before, like...
Make an
letting it...
animal handling check.
Oh, goodness. Ooh, 19.
19. Their snarls and snaps of their jaw pause for a second as you extend your hand, but they still seem to be on guard, looking at you. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Ooh, a natural 20 plus 4, so 24.
Jesus Christ.
Woo!
At the back of the kennels, 3 boar spears have been lashed together in a rough and strong tripod. And there's an animal carcass that hangs from that tripod by a rope. It's probably a young boar, though the flies make it hard to tell. Beneath it is a bowl circled by runes written in blood.
I am concerned, but I'm like, I guess I'll ask our forearm friend, what's that over there?
That is an altar. A sacrifice.
Oh.
Sexy.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Now tell me, damsel,
Uh-huh.
what do you know about sacrifices?
This one time in college?
I probably not as much as you or that poor little board.
A wicked grin begins to ease across his face as he stares down at you.
Alright, well, I should probably be getting back to my friends.
No. Stay a while. Why don't you?
Okay. Would you like to hear a song?
Ooh, are you a musician?
Yeah, I play this and I pull out my flute.
Oh, are you any good? Because it would upset me if you weren't.
Oh damn.
I mean, the worst the worst I am, on my worst days, I'm a 6 out of 20.
I would say so.
But like, I'll have good days where I'm like a solid like 25 out of 20.
Well, play me a tune.
All right, let's see how this goes. And what song should I play? What kind of music do you like?
A Candle in the Wind.
Yeah,
Play him
you
by
strike me-
Little Sebastian.
You strike me as a guy who would like this Bye Bye Little Sebastian song that I know about the loss of a beloved member of a community. And I start playing on my flute the tune to Bye Bye Little Sebastian, and I'm assuming you want me to
Make
roll
a
or-
performance check.
Okay.
Can I hear this from afar?
She's outside. She's
I got an 18.
an 18. It's a pretty good rendition of Little Sebastian. And you can see his wicked grin kind of turn into a somber face. And for a moment, you see his hard exterior kind of break.
Aw.
But then it comes back.
Aw.
And he says, huh. Well, maybe stick to being an adventurer. You should go now.
1,000 candles in the wind.
And without really saying anything, I just give him a courteous little head nod, and I head back out through the door.
All right.
And back to my friends. And I would like to start drinking now, too.
Yay!
All right.
Welcome to our club.
You all drink as the responsible adventurers you are about to storm a castle the night before a battle.
That's how I did all my finals in college.
Got a carb load before a big race.
And then it's the following morning. You all wake up. You find yourself in the common area. Everyone seems to be rearing to go. Limper, did you finish your spells?
Yeah, I want to talk to the butler before we leave.
You always want to talk to the goddamn butler.
He has a name!
At this point, Gaston's gonna be pretty much dead.
Yeah.
So what
But
would...
seeing as somebody didn't have the one spell I was looking for, I had to improvise.
Okay. Well, I would just like to run my furry paws through Gaston's hair, making sure that he sleeps well and feels comfortable.
He's in his servants' quarters and you're in the main lobby.
Oh, that was not made clear.
Yeah. It's the next morning. You have all gathered in the main lobby.
Oh, huzzah! We are in the main lobby. Also, I hope Gaston's okay.
Nah, he dead, dog.
No.
There's no sign of Gaston.
Gaston was so young. Actually, I'm
wanna-
pretty sure he's older than us, but still.
I wanna go into my room and take some of the pillow down, like the feathers pillow down from the pillow and the mattress, and then I want to go back to where the servants' quarters was and ask if they have any phosphorus.
When you enter the room, there's no light. There's just two butlers face down in the bed, and the head maid holding a bucket next to one of them. And
Okay,
she
so
looks at you angrily.
Hey, it wasn't my fault.
Yes. It wasn't your fault, was it? Just you and your friends coming in and making a mockery of our jobs.
No, I did no such thing.
Who is this, Talon? Or Talos?
No,
No,
this
this
is
is the head maid.
yeah. Sorry, I'm not great at female voices. Let me try that again.
You gotta bring in some
Fuck
backup.
you, okay? How dare you come into my workplace, fuck with my coworkers, and act like it ain't your fault?
How did an AFE get into this game? Shots fired.
You watch your tone, sir.
That
Tell
is a
your wife.
Mr. A.
Tell your wife I love her.
Ma'am, I'm sorry they're feeling poorly, and I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, don't you man me!
If you would just happen to have any phosphorus,
You hear Gaston just uncontrollably hurling into the bucket.
if you have any phosphorus, I will be gone.
You know he had been sober for 2 years.
You will have to take that up with our tabaxi friend.
Oh,
God.
so
Hey,
you
don't throw me
admit
under the
it's
bus.
you and your friend's fault then?
You son of a bitch.
I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, so who am I to blame? Huh? Huh? Because everything was fine until you and your posse showed up.
I like
Okay,
the
now
sass-
she's becoming like the,
Yeah, I like the sassy little addition to it.
she's like Queen of Jordan.
I just want to be like, ma'am, I'm not here to appoint blame in any way, shape, or form. Just if you happen to have any phosphorus, I will leave you alone.
Why
and we
the
will be
fuck
gone.
would I know where there's phosphorus? I clean the fucking beds. That's what I do.
I want to go out, and I want to go down the basement from stair 6.
Stair 9.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
From my angle, it looks like a 6. Yeah. I want to go down to the basement.
All right. Oh, Jesus. I don't know why that keeps happening. Oh, that's not right. Where did your character go? It just disappears. I don't like it.
I was gonna say, if there's a bunch of ambush tricks, just sit in the basement.
If only. If
And
only.
then they all died. The end.
You come down the stairs to the basement, and the cellar here is damp, and it smells like apples and vinegar. Bags of apples and sacks of potatoes line the wall here. And as your eyes follow the wall, you see 3 prisoners are chained along the wall as well. There's a dwarf with a chopped and singed beard, and 2 humans, a man and a woman. The woman is wounded, and their chains are secured to iron rings, keeping them just out of reach of the food.
Well, what are you guys doing down here?
Alright.
God. We ain't gonna tell you nothing.
I mean, my whole group's about to leave, and we're not really cultists, so...
Yeah. Just like my ass.
Well, would you happen to know if there's any phosphorus down here?
Fuck you.
I want to look around the walls and see if there's anything that could be labeled
Make a
phosphorus.
perception check.
16.
As far as you could tell, it's mostly just food supplies as well as some dry supplies. Cask of ale and vinegar, but like there's not really like a chemist lab down here.
Okay. In that case, I want to go back up and go back to my friends. And okay, well, can I? Is there any kind of check I can make to like know where I would find phosphorus?
Oh my gosh.
Make an intelligence check.
So like an Accio. Phosphorus.
Alberto, I think after everything else you put us through with like going through random portals and like all sorts of other shit, you can put up my phosphorus for just a little bit.
2 levels.
Just because it turned out well doesn't mean it was a good idea. So
I'm sure that's what many of our mothers have said.
a non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that any arcane or chemist shop would probably have phosphorus, as well as the in the wild around certain hot springs and volcanoes, or just simply bat shit. If you found bat guano, that's high in phosphorus.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
All right, you're all in the lobby. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Alright, I'm ready to go to this fucking council if you guys are.
Talus comes down the stairs holding a banner with 5 stripes across it. Black, blue, green, red, and white. Here, you'll be needing this.
I want to say thank you, and I want to give it to Bjorn.
Oh, I can hold the banner. If only I had a working fucking battle axe.
We're working on that.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. All right. And she tells.
Before we leave,
Yep, go ahead.
I just want to just make one final thing and ask her if she possibly has any phosphorus.
No. I don't keep phosphorus.
Thank you very much.
Of course. You realize we're just a lodge out in the middle of the woods, right?
Yes, but you never know.
Yes, some people don't know, I guess. Well, if you all follow the trail out of the house, you'll come to a road, and that road will lead you to the village of Parnast. So, I guess this is where I bid you adieu.
Adieu.
Thank you for your
Goodbye.
hospitality.
Thanks.
We'll see you at Hal's Moving Castle.
Yes. I hope to see you all again. Now, have a good time. And she ushers you out the front door. And you all start to head towards the village of Parnast. A few hours pass. And you all begin to come towards the entrance of Parnast.
Hi, Parnas.
As you descended the mountain, you saw that the village has a few dozen houses, and a small and square, with buildings that include a tavern, a stable, and a shrine. In contrast to the rustic burg, stands a mighty ice castle, half hidden in a fog-shrouded ravine. Walls stand 40 feet high. Huge narrow towers loom upward, one of blue ice, one crumbling, and all of it's built to the scale for giants. Wisps of fog hide much of the castle's details, but you see two statues standing just before the enormous gate. As you all begin to walk in, you see villagers walking to and fro. Um, just it looks like a normal, peaceful village.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Who's ready to party?
Let's the big number 3 building. That looks important.
Looks like an inn or a tavern or something of that nature.
That's what I'm thinking.
As you all walk towards it, every villager you pass, as you pass, their conversations stop, and they all kind of watch you as you walk on by, giving you distrustful looks. And you reach the two big doors leading into this large building, which you can. It smells like a stable. But
No.
as you come up to the doors, you do hear a bellowing noise.
Well, gee, guys, I wonder what that bellowing is. We should probably, be on guard.
Yes, but
Yes.
the doors are shut and sealed.
Anybody have a lockpick? Some thieves' tools, perhaps?
Nobody has thieves' tools.
I have.
So
Oh, just kidding.
So
We should probably not break into the barn as soon as we get here with a bunch of townspeople about.
all of a sudden, from within the stables, you hear.
ow.
What?
What the
It
hell?
haunted me to my soul.
Definitely not going in there.
Quick, let's send Shay in as a scout.
No, thank you.
Just sing Little Sebastian. They'll love you. It'll be fun.
You've done it before.
You're 5,000 candles away.
If you can break that troll's stony exterior, you can break whatever the fuck's in there. I'd also like to know that all of my bristly cat furs are up on end, and I've got like that arch in my back. So I'm freaked out.
I've decided not to go into the barn. I'm thinking we should go down maybe instead to number 2 here, which I've realized 1, 2, 3. That might be the best idea.
As you approach this building, there's a yellow tankard that hangs over the door of this rustic tavern.
Perfect.
Here we go, boys.
All right. As you all enter, inside, the place is short on cheer. All conversation stops, and all eyes turn in your direction. A tall, heavy-set man with an enormous mutton chop sideburns steps forward and asks, "What can I get you, travelers?"
Well, we're just, trying to get up to a flying castle. Any idea how we might, go around that?
Flying castle.
Have you
Yeah.
heard of a man named Howl by any chance?
Well, we serve mead, beer, and food here.
Alright. Fan clan, move out. This guy doesn't have what we're looking for.
Yes, well. Where are you travelers from?
Where are you
We
from?
don't get much visitors in these parts.
Tell me the history of this town.
Oh god. Skip the quest dialogue.
The town's just a simple town. Sitting at the base of the mountain, we get by on our own agriculture. Spend most of our time farming and hunting.
Sounds like a fun, easy life. Fresh as a vase. Simple. Straight to the point.
Yes, well. How long are you all staying in town for?
So the
Just
council
passing
comes.
through?
We're waiting for our friend to come by.
Oh, who's your friend? Maybe I know them.
Where are my notes? Oh, no, I didn't take his name.
I wanna whisper to Shay. Are you talking about Varam?
Yes? Yes.
Varam. Well, I don't know anyone by that name, but please, would you all like anything?
All of your alcohol.
Yes, well, it's 3 copper for a beer, or a silver piece for mead.
I'll take a mead.
Very well. I'll send the potboy out to you in a moment with the finest available in my humble tavern.
Thank you, sir.
As he exits and heads towards the kitchen, bellowing.
Alright, so this bartender is probably,
You all
useless as far as
you all still feel like the eyes of everyone in this tavern just trained on you. As if you're outsiders and not welcome.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
I want to, I'm thinking these guys probably haven't seen very many outsiders in terms of, like, entertainers or anything. So I would like to try and play them a song on my flute.
Oh dear
Yikes.
lord.
And I'm a bit of a one-trick pony sometimes, so I'm just really on that 5,000 candles kick. So I'm gonna pull out my flute and I'm gonna play 5,000 candles.
Okay. I'll make another performance check.
So it's good. 19.
You feel like it's even better than your performance before. As the frowns and the grimaces of the people around you are lightened as you get up on the table and begin to play your song. They find it very entertaining and begin to clap along with it as well. Uh, and then, as far as the as far as the stairs and everything, people seem to go back to their business. Before you guys arrived, and that's when this human male, brown hair, brown eyes, his hands seem weathered from work. He approaches you, Shay, as you finish your song, and he says, "Well, that was quite the show.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Gundolin.
Gundolin, nice to meet you. I'm Shay.
Very nice
Reach
to
out
meet you
and
too, Shay." I'm sorry?
I reach out and shake his hand.
He receives the handshake, and he says, "So, you're all not from around here, are you?"
We are not.
Nope.
And it doesn't seem like
Maybe.
they like you very much around here.
Man, they sure like to judge a book by the cover here, don't they?
Well, there's something going on in this town. As he leans forward and whispers to you.
And I lean forward and whisper back, what do you mean? What's going on?
Meet me in my shop. I'm Gundolin the Wheelwright. Just go to where we fix up the carts and axles. You'll find it. It's nearby. We can talk there.
Sounds good. Meet you there?
I follow, like, does he leave the bar?
Yes.
I follow very closely behind him.
And as you do, like, make a perception check.
Oh, it's my first dice roll. A 17 plus, where's my perception? 19.
People are definitely staring at you guys leaving together. He said that wasn't very smart.
Nah, that's what everyone says about all my great ideas.
I facepalm, and then after a little bit later, I give it a few minutes, and then I follow behind.
Okay. Are the rest of you following, or some of you staying?
I shall follow.
Okay. And I guess Bjorn Dirk will stay. And the barkeep comes back. He's like, "Well, where did they go? I got them their ale." They kind of left. Oh, well.
I should said
I
something.
wanna pay the barkeep for their ale.
Oh, I took it out of my inventory already. I'm assuming I paid at the bar or wherever it was.
Did you pay for everybody?
Well, wait, how many people want an ale?
Bjorn just sighs and puts forth 5 silver pieces, and he says, "Sorry for the trouble."
Thanks, Bjorn. Oh wait, I'm gone. Never mind. Ignore me.
All right. Alberto, you follow Gundolin around a corner
Very, very closely behind him.
where he stops and he turns around. He says, "This village is full of cultists. You just fucked me.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
They're going to kill me
Why would they do that?
because I'm talking to an outsider who clearly is not a cultist."
Okay, how about this? If the cultists try to kill you, I'll kill them.
And who are you supposed to be?
Just some guy. I read a book
Yeah,
every day.
that's right, some guy. One guy against an army.
I've had worse odds.
God, you're a fucking idiot, aren't you?
Well, let's go. Come on.
Alright, this way. And he leads you to his shop, which he opens. It's an open air workshop, but he brings you to a room where you see a small living space. And he waits till the rest of you have arrived. Are all of you there, or only some?
I wanted to follow at a reasonable time after he left. So yes, eventually.
All right. When you get there, he's just like, well, it doesn't fucking matter now. Shay, I should have never spoken to you.
Oh.
That's rude.
I'm already in trouble enough. I can't help you all.
God damn it, Michael. Can we reload the game?
Sorry, we're playing on Spartan mode.
Oh no.
Current objective: survive.
That part of Reach made me so sad.
Indeed.
I wanna tell everybody to leave and like
Can I
follow me back to the bar. But then I wanna whisper to Shay walking past.
No, I'm gonna keep following the dude.
Don't do that.
I have to ask you to leave now.
I want to convince everybody else to leave, and then I want to say like tell Shay like whisper as I'm going past, like, hey, just hang behind us as we leave.
Alright, come on everyone, back to the bar. I'll usher you all out the door. Come on. Especially you, Alberta. Go, I bought some drinks. Go drink it. Out the door.
She knows us so well.
I kind of take a seat in this guy's workshop.
I pick him up.
You pick up Alberto.
Yes,
Alberto, do you go limp or do you fight it?
Can she pick me up? Is that even possible?
I mean, she's very strong.
I'm super strong.
So I just need to know, are you like going limp or are you contesting her?
I'll go limp.
All right, Shay, make a strength athletics check.
Okay. Wait, strength check or athletics check?
An athletics check.
Ooh, awesome. 15.
15.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still able to pick. You kind of grimace and you wince and you let out a kind of growl, but you pick Alberto up off of his feet.
And I put him outside the door and I close and lock it behind him.
All right. And
Good sir, what's going on?
you all have to leave this town immediately. It's for the best. It's for the best for all of us if you just leave.
Sounds good. We'll just go ahead and leave to your flying castle.
Yeah, well, it's fucking to the south of town. You can see it right from the window as he points, and you see through the mist the workings of the castle that was described earlier. This wall of ice 40 feet tall.
Okay. Before we leave, I'm going to give him 5 gold pieces. And I'm going to say, here, take this. Leave yourself. I'm sorry we caused you any trouble.
Just... You're going to your deaths.
I want to hear more about going toward our deaths.
Shut up, Alberto! I yelled through the door.
I walk in.
Locked.
I knock on the door. Hello?
I want to whisper to Shay through the speaking stones that she should tell him what she thinks, and I'll support her decision.
As you do so, Alberto and Bjorn both hear the same thing. Because they also have the speaking stones.
Can you
Yeah.
do like a not group chat kind of version of the speaking stone where you can only talk to one person with it?
Nope.
Oh. Kind of a no or nothing.
Yep. They're all enchanted together.
Well, yes, we know we're kind of making a not very typical decision to go to this castle. We have some business that needs to happen. That we're trying to carry out. Is there anything you can help us with? Letting us know like ahead of time if you know there's anything we should be prepared.
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh, natural 20.
Look, Shay,
28.
I want to help you because you could help the village. All the villagers here are living in fear. The cult has taken over. They're posing as villagers. The barkeep you were speaking to, he's on the take. Most of the villagers have assimilated just out of fear. Ever since that half-dragon appeared, our lives have turned for the worse. And your friend on the other side of that door has not made things better.
I'm just banging on the door. Hello? Hello?
I wish I had never approached you all.
Just tell me who to kill.
Alright. How much gold would you need to be able to get out of the town and start a new life? And to be safe?
This is my home.
Or at least for a little while. We're just get out for a month or so.
I'm really good at killing.
Alberto, shut up! Get out for a month or so. We'll find you and we'll let you know when it's safe to come back.
He's already signed my death warrant. They're going to come for me.
Do you want to come with us? At least you can go out fighting.
Into the castle.
Into the castle. That's where we're going.
That...
I know it sounds
Would-
ridiculous.
Yes, it does.
We're going, we have to. We're trying to save the world. We're trying to save your town of Parnast. I know it might not seem like it because we just came in and ruined your life, but like...
We gotta work on your sales pitch there, Shay.
But like, we do care overall. Alberto's kind of... He's lacking some intelligence points, but...
I'll have you know my intelligence is actually very high in this character.
Your wisdom's very low.
Your
Is it
emotional intelligence.
Wisdom and intelligence are my two highest ones.
Look. The worm speaker Resmir. She's the highest ranking member of the cult. And I bet you anything she's inside the castle. But the one that's in charge of Parnast, her deputy, that's Captain Althelstan.
Can you spell that, please? Thank you.
He commands the cult forces in Parnast, and he monitors all the visitors and the merchandise that pass through the village. From the second you stepped in the village, you were being monitored. Most people notice.
We definitely felt eyes.
They've been here for more than a year. And they've basically brought in a company of thugs to take over. And some of the villagers signed up and joined them when it became clear that the cultists are rich and have a private army. Not only that, but not only an army, but those things they keep in the stables. I've never seen anything like them. Not in these parts. They use them to fly up into the castle sometimes.
Well, we need to get into that castle. This group of us, all 7 of us are going up there, and we're going to do our best to try and make things better for you here.
Yeah, like you've done so far.
Oh, damn, he's got us there.
Anyways, you need one of those banners to get into the castle.
We have one of the banners, right?
Yeah, the last person, the lady of the house gave it to us.
Okay. Who's carrying that?
Bjorn.
Okay. Oh yeah. We have a banner.
Meanwhile, outside, Dirk and Bjorn are gnawing on the banner.
Oh god. We have a banner. We have to set the passphrases to get in. Getting to the castle isn't the hard part.
Even then, you're a few people going up against an army. I was going to ask you to come back with an army.
We have our ways. Wait, I'm not in here. Never mind.
What the fuck was that?
Never mind. It wasn't nothing. Nothing. You saw nothing.
I'm hearing some faint meows in the distance.
Bye, bye, Lady Sebastian. Just gonna mosey my way up.
I mean, we have a quest to destroy the cult from the inside for now. We're going to be getting between them and their treasure hoard. Having an army for that wouldn't necessarily be the best option. 7 of us, we could go in, be little sneaky dudes.
So the innocents, like myself, are gonna fall to the wayside and become the fallout of this battle of yours?
We're not even really going into battle. We're really just going to...
You're infiltrating a castle filled with an army.
But we're going to do it posing as friends of somebody on their side.
Has that worked out for you so far?
One,
Especially with that guy?
sometimes.
How can you be sure that when you leave this place it'll be for the better, not worse?
Because they promised us ownership of the castle. So we would be your overlords.
Jesus.
You are not. You sure? You know, I could have persuaded better.
Yeah, well, you also sent him to die.
I didn't send him to do shit.
Anyone else want to try and help me out here?
I'm still being under.
Have you been sending this to the stones to me?
I thought you were inside with her.
Yeah, I thought everybody else was inside with us.
Oh, you guys, you shoved Alberto and everyone else outside. I thought it was just Shay and Limper inside.
Oh, and that. Well, okay. So I just want to say no. Like, we wouldn't be overlords. That was a misspeak. We would clear those troubles.
Whoa!
We would clear those troubles from your side.
Whoa!
You can't even clear your own troubles.
It just adds color to what we do.
I just really don't think you all understand the consequences of the actions you're about to take. But who cares? I'm just a villager in this small village no one's heard of. So
No,
who cares if I disappear?
No, we wish to assist, and we're trying to do this to better everyone's lives.
Big words for such a small gnome. What are you gonna do?
Destabilize the cult from within.
I think you guys overestimate your powers.
That's possible. We have to try.
There are creatures in the stables that you guys wouldn't stand a chance against.
Well, you're assuming we're gonna fight. I'm very good with animals.
They're basically dragons with scorpion tails.
Hello?
It's worth giving it a shot.
Don't count us out yet.
Alberto wants to give up.
I won't rat you out, but I can't. I'm not going to. I still think it's best if you just leave. Now please leave my house.
I want to walk back to the bar.
I nod and I start leaving Limper. But as we do, I'm going to make it sound like we just had a horrible conversation and that this guy and us do not get along.
So,
yes.
This man
Roleplay
just
it for me.
Alright, as we leave, I cannot believe he's trying to charge us so much for wagon parts. That's ridiculous. We do not need. How many axles was he trying to sell us? 5?
Too much.
How many? This man is trying to swindle us.
We're not doing that.
Make a performance check with advantage.
Alright, with advantage. I rolled a natural 20 again.
It's like Hamlet in the level of acting that goes on. As you make your way back to the tavern at the Golden Tankard, you see your friends are already sat down at a table again.
And I'm going to continue the act. Alberto, I cannot believe you were trying to get us to buy from that man. He was trying to overcharge us so much.
Well, he was highly recommended by TVI in the cult feud, so, you know.
I'm going to sigh and purchase and actually drink a mead.
Then the barkeep brings one over to you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna hail Timiot. Tiamat to the bartender.
They will rise again.
I do the little outstretched hand thing.
He salutes back.
See, I'm good with the locals.
All right. I guess we need how to get up to castle then.
Hey, bartender, fellow cultist, can you take us to the castle?
I'll have the boys show you.
See, easy peasy. You guys are thinking too much.
All right. As you all finish your ales,
I don't have any ale. I'm just like I'm like in that stage where it's like alcohol sounds disgusting right now.
Drink too much less.
well, as it happens, the bar boy grabs his running shoes, puts them on, and kind of gestures you all towards the door. And he walks you all down the path. When you approach the mist and the icy walls, he stops, gestures you forward, and runs back towards the way you came, leaving you on this path.
I want to ask Bjorn to hold up the banner we got.
Yeah, because that's all I'm good for, isn't it?
Jesus, dude, you're so salty.
Yeah, maybe someone should have gotten me a battle axe.
Maybe somebody should have ran away.
Well, someone got armor and I got fucking... I went to go save him! How are we not talking about how it's always Alberto's fault?
Oh, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, he straps the banner to the top of his battle axe and holds it over his shoulder. There, you happy?
I salute him and say, Tiamat, our mother in strength.
That's all well and good, Shay, but I think we're supposed to do that once we get to the gates.
Well, I'm just reminding you.
Alright. And you all begin to walk forward. And you come to the edge of the path. Before you is this lower drawbridge that spans a foggy moat. Beyond the drawbridge is an open portcullis. And beyond the portcullis is a covered gateway leading to an open courtyard. Large figures loom in the gateway, but you can't quite make them out.
Hail Blogofcus.
From the distance, you hear, "Hail Blagothcus!" As you keep walking forward. And you see, as you walk across this drawbridge through the open portcullis, above you, on each tower, there's 3 ogres. As you all walk through and into the courtyard of the castle. And I feel like that's a good place to stop.
Huzzah!
Woo!
That's not a bad place to stop.
Well, mostly because I haven't finished everything with this. But you guys don't see that yet. So,
Oh, but it looks cool. I want to see it.
too
That's
late.
what she said?
What?
I don't know. I might be trying a little too hard.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Yep.
Ah, Alright, you might have gotten someone accidentally killed. Big oops.
Well, I'm noticing a trend here in people fucking us up.
What is this? How do you play?
I have no idea. I just loaded something up. We could play some mahjong. How?
Dude, every time I tried to, like, I kept bringing up Tabletop Simulator and it kept crashing my computer. I don't know, like everything else works fine, but whenever I bring up Tabletop, it lasts for like 5 minutes and then it dies.
Check to see if there's an update for it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you might need to verify the game files in the settings.
Yeah, what you
I think Christian gifted it to me. Well, I mean, I paid him for it, but then he gave me the code.
Yeah, that wouldn't have anything to do with that.
If some of the game files are corrupted, it might be crashing it.
Alright, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I will see you all later.
Yep.
Bye, Cliff.
Bye, Cliff.
Alright, I'm gonna tap out too. Good night, y'all.
Night.
Yay. Well, that didn't seem like it went as poorly as it could have.
No,
It went
definitely
pretty
could have
fucking poorly.
gone worse.
It could have gone worse, but it went bad.
I'm hoping that my fantastic performance was enough to save dude guy's life.
Is Shmeek's character chaotic neutral?
Who knows?
I don't know. I just like to say that if we all followed my plans, we'd all be fine. Every time we follow my ideas, everything turns out fine.
You have almost fucked us so many times.
How
So
many
many.
times?
So many times.
You need to count. You
Like
were the
the-
first person who started fucking up the caravan.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
from the beginning.
No, I literally, all I did was like stay in a lagging far away, and you guys got into a fight with the main caravan guy, and then I had to run over the guy to save the person who started the fight to save you guys.
No, but before that, the reason you weren't with us in the first place is because you, Matt, and Mason all got in an argument outside the inn. Or inside the inn.
No, that was because I got in an argument with Christian, whatever his character was, because he kept calling me a pathetic weakling, so I left the caravan. Who would
I
want to
feel
be
like
part
that's
of one?
happened with every single one of everyone's characters, is just trying to big dick the other characters.
I'd like to say there's a stereotype of me that things happen badly, even though none of my plans have gone wrong ever.
But
I'm
you're resulting. It's actually a term for that. It's called resulting. Just because it ended up well doesn't mean the thought process to get there was a good one.
But if it's consistently good, then like
No, that's not how it works. that's not how that works.
people.
I have not
You
fucked over a
fucked
single
over poor
person.
dude guy who's going to get executed for talking to us.
I,
Just by following him too closely.
everything would have turned out if you guys wouldn't have locked me out.
No, we locked you out because you were being an asshole.
And then you guys were like, "Oh,
He
we'll
would-
be your next overlords.
well,
Let us
okay.
be your next
Alright, so
overlords."
in my defense, I'm trying to play my character the way that I feel like she would do good. She's trying to help out, but also she has +0 to intelligence. She's trying to be a good person, but doesn't really know the right things to say to do it. So anyways, I enjoyed today's session. All the chaos and everything that ensued.
Yeah, I think Mike makes it fun.
Yeah. I feel like he makes your job hard.
Of course he does.
But isn't that half the fun?
Nope.
Nope, that's not half the fun.
Describe fun. What is fun?
I require fun. Where's this fun?
What is fun and when does it start for me?
Mike's having me DM for him and another one of his friends, and they're both 2 human dudes, so it's already a little bit of chaos. And they're both fairly chaotic people just in general, so trying to do the minds of Fandelver right now.
Oh, best of luck.
What the fuck are you doing?
Making a puzzle. We
Pretty
did
Make
one of
that puzzle.
We did one of Matt earlier, but because
Make it.
let me show you. We were gonna do it, and we were waiting for him to join so that I could make fun of him because bullying Matt's fun.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. But look at this.
Don't
Look,
be a bully.
look at this picture, babe.
Waiting for
Look,
love.
look at that
He's so
little. Look at that little guy.
cute.
Look at that little guy.
Yeah. Why are you making fun of him?
Oh, just,
Because you're an asshole?
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how it is.
Why is this like... Why are you like sitting in a park doing this puzzle?
Oh, you can set it to anything.
Oh, like what?
A museum?
Cathedral?
So, yeah, you can set it to whatever. A tunnel. Now we're in a tunnel.
That's good. I don't like that.
It's just a floating table in a tunnel. Downtown.
Sunsets.
We're in the middle of a street.
Oh, great. No, I don't like that either. Do the sunset one. That's nice.
Such aesthetics. Rude.
What?
Rude, Tim. Rude.
Yeah, you can flip the table.
Oh my god. This is funny. Alright.
Love you.
Bye.
Yeah, but I have so much to prepare for next week.
I don't like that.
Oh, I forgot to
That's-
stop the stream.
That's what